Hey ladies and gents, welcome to a new review. Behind us is the new Volkswagen ID Buzz. This is a fully electric van and we're going to check it out interior exterior details for the first time. So let's jump into the review without further ado. Here's the beautiful Volkswagen ID Buzz as mentioned. To show you the key fob, it is classical Volkswagen key fob. You can see the little light flashing there red. You have the lock, unlock and unlock the cargo space. It's nice and not too heavy, not too light, and there's a little button you press to extend the keychain or a physical key, because there's a 12-volt battery that if it depletes, it's not tied to the main battery. In that case, you'll have to use a physical cylinder or physical key to enter your van. If we unlock the car, you see beautiful daytime running lights with the main headlights. These are IQ Matrix. You can spec a basic projector LED lights or upgrade to the LED matrix. As you can see that the bottom part turns to turn signals. At night the hood is connected. During day there are only illumination around the main headlights on. Now if we move to the front, you can see the ID Buzz looks very elegant and stylish, especially at this light. You can actually change the colors on the top, but I think this is a color that suits this color the best. You can see air tunneling on the sides there, big air intake at the bottom, parking sensors there. Now they lowered the radar at the bottom, it is not in the badge. Now I'm not sure if this is good because there's a lot of big openings. There might be stone chips hitting the radiator, although it has a little protection, like a little plastic cover in front of it. But again, bird strikes, and then also there might be ice buildup here, so I'm not sure how much practical is that. Now you can see only the daytime running lights on. Car locked itself. When you approach, it unlocks. Now you can also choose one color like this, or you can choose a top roof and top hood and part of the body in white. There's gray, black, white, orange and yellow color if I'm not mistaken, and a blue one. So there's your options. Let's move around. Again, I love this van because it's such a stylish design. I love the curved front. I love the back, and once again you can see that it looks astonishing. Now, checking the alloys, these are beautiful alloys. You can also get alloys with hubcaps on the lower dimensions. Now I cannot see the entire dimension, so let me see here, 235, 55, or 19. So these are 19-inch alloys. You can spec 18-inch and go all the way to 21. Now, as you can see, this is not a light, this is just a cosmetic piece. And now when it's off, you can see here IQ lights. Now, there is a camera for the lane assist, light and rain sensor, and the number there. Now you can get optionally heated windshield. There's going to be another model separate review I'm going to show. You have black side mirrors, called black in all models. When you touch from inside, car unlocks. You can press here to lock. You can also see a little light on the front and projected. There's a little LED there, puddle light. There is also, I forgot to mention, unpainted plastic going around the vehicle, so nicely protected. You have tinted windows on the rear, and you have the black shark fin there. You have this nice decorative elements here, a little better air tunneling there, and stoplights is integrated in this spoiler. You can possibly mount roof racks, of course. Now on the rear wheels, you have drum brakes. Also looks like 360, at least on the rear. They actually integrated parking sensors in this LED cat eyes and fog lights. And you can see the diffuser is nice and black. If I unlock the car from the rear, you're gonna see that, well, the lights are not turning on anymore after you turn it unlock and lock it twice. The third time just doesn't turn on. You have to get inside the car, turn it on. But you have white LED lights for the illumination. There's a little rubber button there to open up. Wide lens camera with a washer nozzle, an ID Buzz, and big Volkswagen badge. Now you have the IQ lights on the rear with dynamic turn signals. You can see that. But in order to show you the rear lights, I'll have to fool the system. So as mentioned, I'll have to turn on the car and switch it off. So this is just for demo purpose, of course. Now you can see the LED lights, they're connected on the rear, LED taillights, and a white illumination of the ID bus. Now let's open the cargo space. Now this one's manual. You can also spec the electronic opening. So I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can see the whole car. So I'm a 2 meter tall person, or 6.6. You can see the height, very tall. So over here, there will be an optional electronic closing, but you get this strap. And in the higher model, or at least electronic tailgate, you get 2 LED lights here on the top. In this model, you don't. And there's a emergency triangle there. Now, on the top, you have this black cover. It's not pushed down to slide in. You have to pull it out and then let it roll in. You have those lights here, so they're touch lights. So I can share some light inside. You can see the cargo space. It's 1,121 liters and around 2,000 liters when you knock down the seats. So on the left side, we have a grocery hook. We have the 12-volt outlet. Over here, you have soft leather because you can spec this as a with another seat row in the back. There's an ID buzz there. Speaker little area. In that case, if you have seats on the rear, you have another USB-C there. Cup holders, little pockets there. On the left, you have the one LED light, and you have a big speaker here. There are tethered points there and there. This is a little bit wider, and same as on the other side, with addition of another cup holder there. There are here these, so you can put them here, so they're fixated. Now the bottom is flat, plastic protection here. You get carpets, towing, first aid, reflector vest, home charger for shoe code to type 2, and then type 2 to type 2 for AC public charging station. You get 2 pouches to store those cables inside. You can potentially knock down the seats a little bit hard for me to reach. The bench is 60/40. They both slide back and forward, and you have the ISOFIX points there. And there are net points there and there if you have pets or if you're driving some sort of cargo. Let's close it up. So there we go. So a beautiful ID buzz. It looks amazing at this light. Now let's check the charging port, which is here. Now we have the type 2 for AC charging, or combined CCS 2 for DC charging. And you can put that there. We're not using it. So let's get to the standard side if you watch my reviews. Now, in this case, we mentioned this has an inside touch to open or close because it's a keyless entry. Have the physical cylinder on the driver end, and over here you press inside and then you can open it up. It slides. So inside you can see the interior space. There's a good ceiling, so good soundproof. There's plastic step there, and you have cloth, leather, and gray. You can also have white Alcantara inside, and I think there is another version. So there are 2 light interiors and 1 dark, at least with the dark steering wheel there. You're gonna see that when I come back. Now, you can slide pushing this up both benches. So this one would go all the way max there. You can see that. You can see the back space. There's this thing you can remove, but it's like a block there, and you can see that. Now, if I push this back, you can see that that seat is tilted way back. So with this, you can control the tilt, or you can knock down the seat. Of course, you can also adjust the headrest there, not to bump into the front seat. And this locks down into the lower position. Now, there's an option in my other review to have a false floor here, so like you have like a flat bed and you can sleep if you're camping. This is without it. And if you push this up, it locks into straight position, but you can tilt it with that. There are ISOFIX points there. So again, nice smooth leather and rigid textile there. Let's jump inside. You have here to grab like a rubber strap. Also have a hook in the B-pillar, and you can adjust the front seat belt, and also you can, there's a little thing there, you can program where you want the seat buckle there. Now, I was sitting on the front, so there's enough knee room, there's enough feet room. The seat is not in the lowest position, but it could be. And over here, you can pull this up, it locks, so you can put a tablet here, or there's a little button here, so there's 3 levels. You can put a cup here, you can, this is very light, so you cannot put your laptop here, but maybe a tablet would be okay, or some light food like a sandwich. Have pockets there and on the top. So both front seats have this integrated armrest, you can see there. And you can see here, there is a little push down and pull towards yourself. There's a little space there. There's a rubber mat. So this is elegant and practical. And this whole thing, by pressing here, could be removed. So look at this. I can take that out, and then you can see how that looks. So this can be lowered down apparently, or into top position, and then you can, well, take this as a refrigerator, I guess. And you can put it back, so it's harder with one hand, so it's definitely easier with 2 hands. Continuing on, you have the footwell lights, and you can see the door here. Now you can see the ambient light in there, and in the front. You have the USB-C here. You have the speaker there. This is nicely padded, and well, let me show you the, close this in. So over here you can see that you have USB-C pockets there and there, nice and big. And to show the headspace, 2-meter tall person, again 6.6 in feet, plenty of headroom and knee room, and I can relax. Whew, it's very comfortable in here. So I think this is ideal for airport shuttle or similar. Unfortunately, there's no middle armrest here. Of course, you can put this up or down. You have big windows, good overview on the rear, and that's about it on the rear. Checking the front, it looks gorgeous with this exterior ambient lights, and let's check it out. So I'll push this out. So when you press the thing here, it kind of starts pushing the doors, but you have to continue it on to lock it up. Big mirrors, you can see the turn signal from the driver position. There could be an option of blind spot, not the view at that LED. Beautiful opening and closing sound. You can option the other car, van had the blind spot. So there is a van that we'll review separately, and there will be a test with the point of view driving another day. Just look at that beautiful sky in Zagreb, gorgeous. Anyway, continuing on, you can see the seals, and now very good soundproof inside the van. And light interior is prone to getting dirty, but you have to use a little cloth there, wash it up. Maybe not bad idea to put some sort of a ceramic coating, or what do you call it, impregnation, to make this all water resistant and then less prone to getting dirty. Blue leather here, this is all rigid. You have the adjustment left, the center it's not on, and right, so both mirrors are electronically adjustable. You have the heating and folding option. You can lock and unlock the van from the inside, or lock the rear for the kids for safety. And you have the power windows. The front window, it goes all the way down, and they're fully automatic. Big handles, you have speaker here, here, and here, so 3 speakers. There's a little rubber mat here that can be removed. And you can see the ambient lights there. Big pockets at the bottom. plastic door steps, so this is sort of becoming a night review. The other one's during the day. Now this is a new car, but you can see already the leather is getting a little bit dirty from the trousers. But if you go for the finger here, it kind of, you can see that goes off. So I believe cloth, you just put in some water and would clean it off. But again, you could use some protection on the seats. Now here you have the ID. On the Alcantara finish, you have the perforation for the leathers there. Of course, you can adjust the height here and look at the top. Now I wish there was a panel roof, that'd be cool. Checking at the bottom, we're gonna pop the front later, pause and play, and over here up and down, and push that one up to slide the seat back and forward. Of course, you can have also optional electronic seats, so this one's not. I did film the other car that I mentioned that does have that. And over here you have a little rubber mat. You can put maybe a remote here for a garage. Light controls and max blow on the front defrost, rear defrost, front and rear fogs. Let me just see here, front, rear. Not sure if they're on. I wanted to see those. So we're gonna check that later, but you should keep your lights on automatic. And let's jump inside. Now, just gonna leave the keys inside there. Now it is nice and cool in here, but let me see here, I'm gonna switch off the climate. Let's hear the closing sound. Now, okay, closing sound, but the window is down, so considering that, it's also standard van closing sound. Now switching to point of view. Now this is the point of view, beautiful and gorgeous. Good overview, excellent tall windows. I like it. It's very comfortable inside, and you have excellent space. Let's zoom back in. So I'm also filming for the first time with my new iPhone 14 Pro, so you should have a better picture. Now you can see how it looks when it's darker. You can press on the top to turn these on. Checking the steering wheel, it's a nice leather, has a little texture to it. Flat bottom, has nice grip, it's nice and thick. You have those touch controls. In the future, Volkswagen said they're gonna come back to those physical buttons. Here are your wiper controls, press here to wash, and over here is a little bit different from the ID3 and 4, but still same principle for the automatic single gear, press to park. Have the small display here, and now this display range, percentage, odometer, temperature, and so on. Over here, this is not real texture. It looks like wood, but it's an imitation. Air vents. This is all hard plastic, simply because weight reduction. There's a speaker there, air vent there, speaker there, and air vent there. There could be some storage area over there far. You have the IQ light there as well, and there's a little light flashing red when the car is locked. And now continuing on, the interior looks very beautiful with this combo with the black and the light color. Now that's the dash, and over here you have a big rubber mat and some space. There is a big glove compartment. You get this manual, business cards, coins. This is not smooth, has a little texture to it. It's nice and spacious, and white LED light. There is the adjustment for the front airbag. Passenger has the USB-C in the front instead of the, well, in this case it's a blank here. Forgot to mention that. You can get over here a button to open or close the rear tailgate or cargo space doors if it's electronic. Screen, we're gonna cover that in a moment, but should be looking like that. You can get it if you pick white interior and white bezel. Sliders for the temperature, sound, parking, climate, hazards, assistant, and driving modes. There are two USB-Cs here and a little rubber mat there. Two AC vents. Now you can here get buttons for electronic opening of the sliding doors, but in this case it just says here buzz, ID buzz. you push underneath and open up you have to lock it into position. 2 cup holders, they're adjustable with a rubber mat. This is not a storage area, and it's very nice. You have big open space in here, and then for the armrests, you have this button here, so it goes like this, stops here, then you have to press it to adjust the angle. Again, you have it here as well. For the passenger, you can adjust that and that, and it's nice and comfy. Now you get 2 keys, and over here, as I showed you, this can be removed. You have also here a little space. You can put a water bottle perhaps, and this acts as a bridge. This is just my cable for my power bank, and you have a rubber mat, but also you have the ice scraper, and that can be used as a divider. And you have a caps openers, so you can open if you have a glass bottle with a cap, hopefully not beer while driving, but soda. But you know, when you're camping, it could be a beer as well, of course, just not while driving, of course. Always be responsible when driving. And to check the top, we have a good overview on the rear. This is a auto dimming, and there are here buttons to turn off the lights. There's emergency button here behind this cover, and there is road assistance. Now if we open up this, you have a documents holder and a light that turns on when you open the mirror. And this unfortunately does not extend, so this whole area is not covered. It does not extend. And over here, slowly closing only on the front handles. This is how this looks. And I've forgot to mention that in my other review, but there is a USB-C there for a dash cam that you can use from the camera on the front there. So over here you have the face clocks, or watch faces, and you can turn it on. I'm gonna mute the music there. Now there's a start stop button here. It says start engine or stop. They've just borrowed the buttons. So we're gonna turn it on. You see the matrix lights go up and down. Now just to cover, should I turn it off? Forgot I turned it on. Now it's on. So we have the buttons illuminated, and you can see here you can change views. So you have the map, you have the lane assist there, cruise control, distance, and with your speed and with your speed limit. You can play here with the cruise control settings, and here are the volume and views. Of course you have voice commands and so on. Now just to press here and switch this to reverse, you can see the camera resolution. Not the best, it's a little bit blurry, but the screen is excellent. And over here you can play with drive, brake, and then press to park. Now, park. When you press park, the car shuts off. You can just exit, or you have to turn it on. Now, screen here, you have a drop-down menu, so you can change profiles here if it's a company car or multiple drivers. If it's a family car, multiple family members. You have here shortcuts with driving, phone connection, music, radio stations. Let's see here if I can find something that I think would have the non-domestic music. So I can't play for too long not to get a copyright strike. And there are here sound options. You can focus the sound, you can play with bass, middle, treble, and so on. But coming back here, this is the main menu with these shortcuts. You can press on the maps to bring the full screen. You have here route guidance options. navigation announcements, and you have here basic functionalities. Learn user pattern, demo mode, and here you have the maps. Of course, you have the night and day. You can here see that, and you can search that. And there are here night, automatic, and there's a day mode. So you're gonna leave it on automatic, and it can show you the charging stations as well that are available. Now, to show you the assistance here, there's a shortcut. So you have the all standard driver monitoring assist, the lane, emergency stopping, cruise distance, and speed limit recognition. There is an option in the higher package to have a blind spot assistant as well. Now, climate controls have the classic climate here. You can control the setting there. You can control the passenger. So there's a pressure sensor. When there's a passenger here, it activates. There's a heated steering wheel and heated seats. You have the air care to clean the air from the inside, and you have the smart climate options, but we're going to switch it off not to deplete the battery. If you press here, you have all the icons. So you can connect your phone via Bluetooth, sound settings, app connect, so Android and Apple CarPlay. Settings here, screen date time, languages, navigation, same, user profiles, driver assistant background. So you can change here the colors of the interior, you can see that, and on the back the ambient lights, and there or over here as well. That looks very nice and good looking. So you have multiple options here with the color options. You have the individual where you can play dual tone, and then you can choose like different color options. I guess the bottom one's for the footwell, and then this changes the color of that. Air condition, you can here have automatic window heating. You can set the temperature when the car is unlocked, and when stationary, then it keeps running the AC. If you leave some of the passengers inside, just go a quick stop to get something, but if you lock the car, it's gonna stop the AC. And then you have the apps you can download in the shop. Additionally, charging options. Over here you have the charging limit you can set. You can set here your home chargers, battery care mode, and reduce charging speeds, and so on. If you go to the vehicle here, you can have here vehicle status, tire pressure. You can have here the odometer, distance covered. You can reset it here. Driving long term since start, you can also reset those. The van is just moved. Here's the avatars in the color of the vehicle, and here you have the comfort lights animation. There are taillights 2 animation or 3. You can change comfort lights, tires, set warning. You can have for the winter tires, headlights, mirrors, reversing that. So over here you have the brakes, windows, so you can use the open all windows convenience opening when you hold it lock or unlock for a few seconds on the key fob. Beacon locking when approaching, and you can see that wipers and service position. So that's it, automatic, and so on. In the interior, you have here the cockpit. You can reset distance driving. ID light is the light on the top here. You can increase the brightness so you can see that. Have the basic functions, navigation functions, and infotainment options. And over here, driving maneuvering options. Not going to read all of those, but you can see that for the interior. Now this finally works a lot faster. When it was released first time on the ID3, it was kind of laggy, but it works really good now. Volkswagen did push software updates. I believe now they're working over the air, so they've learned something also from the competition. That's the current software option over here. You have mute sound, you have the brightness, you have the dark or light theme, also changes that. But again, keep it on dark. Auto hold, announcements, navigate to home, and second page is some sort of messages you have here. There are 2 of them. So that was the whole infotainment, more or less. Of course, you can connect your phone via Bluetooth and so on. Yeah, and there are those gestures. So we've covered everything. Once again, the beautiful display there, and we're gonna switch it off. So we get this goodbye message, and that's it. Let's exit and show you the front, but I'm not sure if I showed you or not. So just to show you, this is the front headspace, plenty of headspace, and I think I showed you those. And just to not forget, I wanted to show you the window goes all the way up, so it is not double glazed, but my mistake there. So good soundproof. And just to show you the closing sound, so a lot more solid when the window is up. Okay, you get that, and yes, you get that Volkswagen greeting and goodbye sound. So over here it goes down. There's this strap holding it, so you can see here what's inside. There's the coolant, and this is for the user. The washer fluid is there. So this is rear wheel drive, so the electric motor is on the back, and this has 204 horsepower. It has a 77 kilowatt hour usable battery, charges on AC 11, on DC 175 max kilowatts, and 0 to 100 in 10.2 seconds. Again, not a fast van, but very nice and economical van. Cool for shuttling or for cool family camping. So there you go, the Volkswagen ID Buzz, once again with the LED headlights. And if I turn it on, here's fold, you can see it. So there is a gimmick option with the taillights. I'd like to show you if it already hasn't finished up. So there is 3 options for the lights. It's probably gonna turn off after a few seconds. There you go. So it's just a different, each piece of light, different pattern or a different order when it turns off. So everyone, thank you for watching. Be a cool person, smash the like button, support the channel, leave your comment below. How do you like the ID Buzz? And there's gonna be separate point of view driving as well, so don't miss that. Thanks for watching. Bye.